Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share the start of my Boston/Northeast road trip travel album. I've been meaning to start on this for a while. We took this trip in October 2018, but I was busy working on things from 2017. So I have finally started this album and I just want to show you guys kind of where it's at right now. So I am using this Echo Park Traveler's Notebook. You can see it has a couple elastics in there and then some pockets in the front, which is nice. So kind of a step up from the Michaels ones, but not quite as fancy or roomy as the Webster's Pages ones, but that's okay. Mid-range is good. I chose this one because we did do some outdoor stuff on this trip, and Buffalo Check always reminds me of fall and outdoor stuff. So that is why I chose this album. Inside, the Traveler's Notebook was actually black and white striped, which you can kind of see on the edges here. But I decided that really didn't work with what I had, so I covered it in a paper from One Canoe 2. I think this one was from Twilight. And you can see it has this nice starry sky with some pine trees around it. And I added the Maggie Holmes Sunny Days map washi tape to the edge here because you can see it just didn't quite cover the entire Traveler's Notebook insert. These stickers are a lot of them are going to be from Crate Papers Here and There collection. They had some nice black and white kind of plasticky stickers, so just did Explore on the front. Going inside, I used this cool stamp from One Canoe 2 that I got for Christmas. Oops, upside down. It's kind of, it reminds me of maybe something that's for bullet journals, but it just has a little calendar on it, which is really fun, so I can kind of stamp out which days we were on our trip. I did this in blue ink just because I kind of felt like having a little bit of blue in this album. There's a train coming, so hold on one second. Okay, so inside I tried to use blue because navy always reminds me of sort of that coastal northeast preppy sort of feel. I also just really like navy blue, so I think that works. I went ahead and did the calendar stamp like I said, wrote in the date with my 005 Sakura Micron pen, and used a little stamp here. I have a ton of Kelly Purkey travel stamps from over the years, so that's just a little airplane from one of those, and I think it's from one of her like planner stamp sets. It's around somewhere on my table, but I don't know that I'll be able to find. Oh, just kidding, it's right here. So I don't know what this one is called off the top of my head, but if I can still find it, I'll link it below. It's one that was available in stores, so she might still make it, unlike some of her monthly releases. I like to use as many things from our trip that we actually brought back with us as I can. So here I have our boarding pass, just pasted down in half. I have some more of that map washi tape back here with a little bit of vellum, just to, because I felt like this looked really flat with all the stamping. I have Explore More, which is another crate paper here and there, and then I have a picture of KC on an Instax print, a little bit of here and there washi tape. This sticker is from Maggie Holmes Sunny Days. So then I used this fun vellum paper, and it's got little silver airplanes on it, which I think is super cute. So I just adhered it down to the side of this paper, so that way you can still flip it, but you know, it's not going to come off and it's not completely tacked down. So I just think that has kind of a fun feel to it. It has a luggage sticker from our bag, and then behind it I put this little map 3x3 card, which came from a really old messy box. So I'm still using that stuff up when I find a place for it. I think the color works with this tape, so I like how that turned out. The first full spread from our trip is we flew in and we got there at night, so we had a late dinner with our friends Brittany and Tyler and their daughter Ada, who we got to meet for the first time, which was super fun. We went to Giacomo's, which is a popular Italian restaurant in Boston, and we tried lots of different things. So I just have pictures of all the different things we tried with little numbers, so that way I could do some journaling that kind of corresponded with the numbers of the items to talk about what we had. It was really good. I definitely recommend it if you go to Boston, are looking for Italian food. These are some more Kelly Purkey stamps. This one is actually from her New York stamp set, but I figured why not use it for Boston. And then I finally got this one, which she keeps re-releasing. It's called Departure. I will go ahead and link that in if she's still got it in her shop, but check back because she does tend to restock it. But I think it's really cute. Kind of a smaller alpha, which is good because I feel like a lot of them are super big. This is from Here and There as well, and then so is this little pocket, and I thought the color just worked well. I used her old stamp set, which I don't think would still be available, but if it is, I'll link it below. It's, I think, called Food Coma. So it just has a bunch of different food themed stamps on it. So I just stamped them all over the place on this page as a background for my little pocket. And this is also from Crepe Paper, Here and There. So on this next page, I had found this cool card from some sort of souvenir shop that we visited. And I thought it was really neat, and it's like the perfect size to stick in a traveler's notebook. So I just stuck it in with some washi tape, which is also from One Canoe 2, so that I could do some journaling and kind of put some pictures in here that maybe weren't like as pretty, but I still kind of wanted to talk about some of the things that we did and just do some journaling here about traveling. Just really simple, just labeling what I have, the places we went. On this page, I just have some more photos of walking around the city. We only spent one day in Boston, one day in a dinner. So just a couple photos here of that. The big thing that we did on that day was go to the Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, which is an art museum, and also the home of Isabella Stewart Gardner. So it's very interesting. It's not a very big museum, which is part of why we picked it, because art museums can take forever and you never see all the things that you want to. So we chose that for this time around. I cut out a little piece from one of the little programs that they give you, which I usually try to keep these intact and then include them. But since they were all weird sizes for my traveler's notebook, I just cut this out because I was really needing something here. So the name of their other exhibit, I just cut out and put it there. This is a postcard that we picked up at the museum of one of the works of art that was in her home. This was actually my ticket, so I just kept it there because it put kind of a fun little title. These are the little clips that they give you when you pay, so that way they know you're walking around and that you bought a ticket. And then a couple pictures from that exhibit and some journaling about seeing it. This washi tape is, I don't know, I think it's from like Hobby Lobby or somewhere. It's horrible. It's probably the worst washi tape I own, and I don't go to Hobby Lobby anymore at all, actually. And you know, I don't recommend I've never recommended their washi tape. You can see it's supposed to be solid copper like this all the way through, but it's just so awful that it all comes off, and it a lot of times will lose the stick as well. But I'm trying to use it because I don't like to waste things, so I put it in here, and for this particular set of pages it actually works because it looks sort of weathered, goes with kind of the feel of the art pieces. So just, you know, do your best to use things up even if they don't work super well. Like I used it all back here in this background and just put adhesive down underneath it to keep it sticking. But I think this actually looks pretty cool. I also use this One Canoe 2 washi tape. I don't remember which collection it's from, but if I find it, I'll post it. And then another piece of the program that I cut out here with a little more journaling and just a few photos from the museum. For the little tag, I just tiny attached it to get it to stay, and I think that's gonna work pretty well. Then I have a place that we went to eat lunch. Just a little journaling here. This is a little coastal stamp set that Kelly Purkey released. She's always been my favorite stamp designer, so most of my stamps are always going to be from her. But it just has a lot of little coastal things. So I have a lobster here from that and a few photos. These copper pieces are all from crepe paper here and there, as is this fun map paper and the globe. So just more journaling. I've been using my date stamp. You can tell that's a Heidi Swapp date stamp. If they're still selling it, I'll link that below as well. And then we went to a really cool bookstore. So I used a book stamp set that I've had for a really long time, also from Purkey, to add some sort of books to this page and just a little bit of journaling. Then the last section that I did was just of our dinner, which wasn't particularly exciting, but I already had everything kind of ready to go. So I just have some photos in here with map washi tape. I might do something more to it. I'm not 100% sold on how it looked, but that is all of our first dinner and our first full day on our trip. And I'm looking forward to documenting Salem next and then the rest of our Northeast road trip. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know how you like to document your travels, and I will see you again soon with the new video. So thanks so much for watching. Bye.